Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Melee. We are here with a team's debut match, two teams we have never seen before, comprised of people that we may or may not have seen before in Melee. On one team, we have your Milwaukee Beers, made up of John Marr and Will Cohen, facing off against La Roja 5, made up of Javi Madden and David Garcia. I'm sure I butchered the pronunciation of La Roja 5, but I'm going to get close enough as I can. I'm from Canada. What do you want from me? With me on the desk, we've got Mr. Bill Carriola. Bill, how you doing today? And thoughts on the match we are about to see?
I'm doing well. It should be fun. John and Will, Milwaukee Beers, kicking up a lot of fuss in other leagues, so it'll be nice to see them here, see what they can do. I may have a little too much gringo in my Spanish, but La Roja sounded correct to me. So we also know the resume of Javi and David, fantastic and geek. Coming over to general trivia, it should be a good matchup. Both.
Absolutely. Well, we will start with our pre-match interviews. We will bring in our first team, which is your Milwaukee Beers, Will and John, managed by Melissa today. Beers, you're here. It's your first time playing as a team. How do you feel about being a team? Do you think it's going to go well? What makes the two of you work well together?
Well, I mean, what makes Will and I work well together is just the love we get from Andrew James Barr. We love him. He is probably our number one fan, and just the support we get from AJ is what keeps us going, I think.
I do believe Andrew Barr is backstage currently, so he is certainly enjoying it.
He's
thoughts
like
on
the oldest
opponents today. Thoughts on the match you are about to play.
La Roja Cinco, fantastic group of kids. I love them. They're like my other sons. If I had gone abroad and had children, they'd be they'd be in the middle somewhere.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah. Well, you're here. Your beer will get used to it. All right.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So we will say goodbye to your manager, and we will bring in your opponents for today's match, Javi and David, La Roja 5. I'm going to pronounce it that way and hope that I'm correct.
It's fine.
Guys, how are you doing today? Thoughts on the match you're about to play? Thoughts on your opponents below you?
I think if you guys lose to us, you should probably go back and watch more movies. Because considering you have the Rookie of the Year of last year in your team, this should be easy for you, right? I mean, my record in singles matches is like 2 points in round one or something like that. Javi, now you talk.
Yeah. Listen, we're gonna be fine probably. We won't get physically hurt, so that's good.
Yeah.
And you know, The Omen was directed by Richard Donner, right, Cameron? Right? Yeah.
I can confirm or deny nothing at this point.
Yeah, and I think
John?
That'd be awesome if that was a question. Yeah.
It is.
Well, let's find out if that's a question by getting into round number one. Round number one is going to work like this. You are all going to get 8 different questions in 8 different categories in the realm of general movies. You will have about 15 or so seconds to write your answer down on your whiteboard. If you get it right, you'll get a point. If you get it wrong, you will not. If you manage to get all 8 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question, also worth 1 point. Reminder, this is an individual round for round one, no conferring with your teammates. And both teams have 3 repeats and a challenge to use throughout the match. Any questions before we get going?
No.
That'll be fine.
All right, then we will get to your first question, which will come in the category of comedies. What NFL quarterback is kidnapped in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective?
Seriously?
So, NFL, super huge in Canada, right?
To some people, yes. To me, the National Friendship League. That's what fine.
Also, this movie is piss poor.
I think I only know one quarterback. I don't even know if he's a quarterback.
Hands down. We will go to Javi first.
I'm going to be so mad if it's Brett Favre because that sounds familiar. I said Patrick Mahomes. I don't even know if he was playing in 1990.
And we'll go to Will.
Dan Marino can rot in hell.
Okay.
And David.
Is Tom Brady a quarterback at least?
Yeah,
I think he is. And John.
Barcelona Dragons starter Dan Marino.
Dan Marino is correct. So Beer is taking a 2-0 lead as we get to your second question.
Well, congratulations on all your name and actual quarterbacks. Your next
I
question,
did?
category of classics. Who plays the title character in 1939's Nino Chaka?
Ninotchka.
Thank you.
I'll repeat the whole thing for you.
Please
Who
do,
plays
'cause
the
that was
title
brutal.
character in 1939's Ninotchka.
That's a made-up word.
You know, Bill, I probably should have looked at the questions beforehand. I should take the bullet and not just shove you in front of me.
I should stop being an uncultured swine and learn how words are pronounced.
You know? 5,
Maybe.
4,
Nah, yeah, I'll take the bullet.
2, 1. Pens down, Javi. And we will start with Will
I don't know. Orson Welles.
and David
This is an old actor, James Stewart.
and John.
I'm erasing my answer. I know I'm wrong. So there you go. I don't have an answer.
Okay, and Javi.
I said Audrey Hepburn.
Javi is the closest, at least,
it
to naming a
Catherine?
woman. The answer is Greta Garbo.
Okay.
Greta Garbo is the answer.
I realized that one time right now. That's why I erased my answer.
As we get to your third question of the category of animated movies, what 2010s stop motion film features a cast that includes Bryan Cranston, Jeff Goldblum, Greta Gerwig, and Edward Norton?
Stop motion film of the 2010s, not 2010.
You would have to use a repeat.
Repeat. Okay, that's fine. It's
I like stop motion. It's
am a
it's
fan
the
of it.
best looking form of animation, and I will take no criticism on this.
I mean, Jason versus the Argonauts from the 60s. This is
3,
proof positive of that.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to David
Dog Island.
and John
Or also Isle of Dogs.
Oh,
and Javi.
really?
Isle of Dogs.
Seriously?
Will.
I was right?
Yeah, I should have known. It was I said Cuba and the Two Strings.
David had the right movie, but unfortunately, we could not accept that title. The title is Isle of Dogs.
I Cannot believe I had the right movie.
Beers
So
up
simple.
1.
We're counting it as a point
Two.
in our hearts,
Question
David.
number-
We're gonna go to the next question, kids. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Action adventure. What mythical item are the titular character and his team looking for in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? AKA the last good Indiana Jones film.
This is true. Also, a reminder to all competitors, please try to keep crosstalk down to a minimum so we can move through this.
We're trying to work on our routine here,
Really.
kids.
And I know to the Fandom showrunners watching this, I know it's ironic that I'm telling people to stop cross-talking. All the fucking time. 5,
I mean, they're already talking
Four.
less than I would in one of these
3.
situations. So
2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to John
The Holy Grail.
and Javi
The Holy Grail that Jesus drank from.
and Will
I should have said that. I said the Chalice of Christ.
and David.
The Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail is correct. So Roja cutting into the lead just a little bit as we get to your next question in the category of family films. What 2001 family film is about a young woman who finds out she's the heir to the throne of a land called Genovia?
that's a totally real place, right?
You know, it's about as real
Mess
as
up
all
the
those
title
football
again.
players named in question 1 are to me.
Those were all actual people.
Yeah, but to me, like, it's the same with like America. Sure, it might be real to you, but to me, it's just there. It exists in a space.
It's like Canada. I think it's all just
4,
maple syrup and moose
3,
fruits.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Javi
Said Princess Diaries.
and Will
The Princess Diaries.
and David
Princess Diaries.
and John.
The Princess Diaries.
The Princess Diaries is correct. Going into your next question, Mr. Bill Carriola.
Which will come into the category of drama. Easy enough. Who directed Paper Moon?
I think when he said easy enough, he wasn't talking about the difficulty of the question. He was saying,
Yeah.
it's the word Ninotchka again.
Yeah. Although the sequel to this, Xerox Sun, not as good. You were right to just
You're real
make
proud
that-
of yourself, aren't you?
I am actually not, and I just wanted to see your disappointment in that terrible game.
I'll do a repeat on that.
All right, that is Beer's first repeat.
Who directed Paper Moon?
The category is drama, if that helps.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of moon?
Because knowing that it's a movie that has a plot is very helpful. 5,
It's a type of genre.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Will
I don't know. I said William Wyler.
and David
Joe Johnston.
and John
Whiteboard.
and Javi.
I've never heard of this movie, so I said Richard Linklater.
All incorrect. We're looking for Peter Bogdanovich.
Okay.
Peter Bogdanovich is the correct answer. Let's get to your penultimate question in the category of romance. What kind of event are the characters attending when they get stuck in a time loop in Palm Springs?
I love that David farts after every question. That's my personal favorite of this. 'Cause if we could, whoever
I'm
the
going to go
editors-
on a limb here and guess that David, not the most confident of Warzone players. Melee, shit. 5, 4, 3. It's on the screen. I should know. 2, 1.
I'm still not there
down.
yet.
We'll go to David
It's a wedding.
and John
Crap, it's a wedding. I put birthday party. I didn't see it.
and Javi
A wedding party.
and Will.
I thought it was a wedding reception.
Wedding or wedding reception is
Okay.
acceptable. It's-
Wedding party.
The general they go through all of the things in the day, so all of them are acceptable.
Is it anybody's birthday?
No.
No.
Just making sure. Just making sure. You never know.
Bill, hit him with the final question.
As there are shockingly no perfect rounds, we're going to get in your final question of Oscars. Who is the most recent person to win a second Oscar for Best Actor?
You know, you say surprisingly, but I think the moment we heard Nanachka, we all had hope, didn't we?
I will let David know
I-
he has topped his personal best of 3 points in this round so far, so good for him.
There you
Yeah.
go.
We're all about personal improvement here at Melee
5, 4,
and farts.
3.
Repeat.
All right, that is Roja's first repeat. Bill,
Who is the most recent person to win a second Oscar for Best Actor?
A clarification, any best actor or just the category of best actor? Okay.
I don't think we could the question is very clear. I don't think we can
Okay.
answer that.
Shit, you stumped me.
No. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to John
Anthony Hopkins.
Mm,
and Javi.
Oh, it is Anthony Hopkins. I said Joaquin Phoenix. Hoping.
And
Yeah.
Will
I also said Joaquin Phoenix.
and David.
I should have said Joaquin Phoenix. Anthony Denzel Washington.
Anthony Hopkins is correct for
I
the
forgot that he
Father.
won for
I erased
Silence.
Will Smith.
With that being said, at the end of round number 1, I have your Milwaukee Beers at 8, La Roja 5 at 7. Is that what you have, Bill?
That's exactly what I have.
All right. Players seemingly surprised that it is this close as we get into round number 2. Round number 2 is the wheel round. Bring up the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com, which has 8 different categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Our team in the lead, in this case, the Beers, will be able to choose whether they would like to spin first or defer. Whichever team spins, if they like what they get on their first spin, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again unless they land on opponent's choice. But if they do spin again, they will be forced to keep whatever they land on their second spin. Whichever category they end up with, they will get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece, or they can go to multiple choice for 1 point. But reminder that stealing is available, so your opponents can't take your points away from you if you get it wrong. The categories on the wheel today are Sandra Bullock rom-coms, comic book movies, actors and actresses, action adventure, fandom James Bond, horror 2010s and the 1990s, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Beers, we will bring in your manager. Would you like to spin first or defer?
So y'all are wanting to defer still?
I think that's a smart option. Yes.
Let's defer. These
Okay.
guys like these.
Let's-
Good
let's-
kids.
Yeah, let's hear some more farts. We'll defer.
Yeah.
All right,
I
deferring.
like to front load my farts.
So, Roja 5, this is your first spin at the wheel. You land on the 2010s. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Nah. No.
I think we should just spin again.
Yeah, spin again.
All right, spinning again. Whatever you land on, you will be stuck with. You land on horror.
Well,
That's
that's
what we're going
worse.
to give you an opponent's
So,
choice anyway. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Bill, you like movies that make me feel sad, so you can take this category.
Oh my God! I made you watch Hell Comes to Frogtown one time.
Yes.
Anyway, guys, if you're ready for your questions in horror,
No, not really.
we're gonna go anyway. Here we go.
Anyway.
In 1988's The Blob, we first see the Blob kill someone in what type of location?
¿La has visto?
I haven't seen it. No, no la he visto.
Vale, pues.
Okay.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, a diner, B, a library, C, a hospital, or D, a movie theater.
Pues que te diga la verdad, la primera que me salió fue la primera opción.
¿Cuál es la primera opción?
O sea, un sitio. No
Sí,
quiero decir
dinner.
en inglés.
Sí.
Sí.
Sí, vale.
A, final answer.
A is incorrect. Beer's chance for a 1-point steal. Your options are A, diner, B, library, C, hospital, D, movie theater.
So now I thought it was riots.
I don't have my codes up. We don't have to. We don't have to have codes right now. We're stealing. I
Fair
thought it was a hospital. Is that what you thought?
I thought it was a movie theater.
It's one or the other.
5,
He
Go
definitely
with your gut then.
3.
hospital. Final answer.
That is correct for 1-point
Yeah.
steal.
Nice.
Let me put my code.
All right, your next question. In Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, what caused Blanche to be paralyzed?
No la he
Ah,
visto tampoco.
no la he visto. ¿Quieres? No, seguramente se la sabrán, pero ese tipo de cosas como el accidente de coche o algo así. ¿O quieres
Si
multiple
quieres,
choice?
sí, lo que tú quieras.
Vamos, multiple choice, mejor.
Multiple choice.
I heard multiple choice. Multiple choice options are A, car accident, B, push downstairs, C, house fire, or D, dog attack.
Ya lo hemos dicho.
Yeah.
¿Quieres decirlo?
Hey,
Final
final
answer.
answer.
Which letter?
A.
That is correct for 1 point.
Should have gone for two.
I'm gonna guess that the Spanish words for car accident were said before multiple choice.
I'm gonna guess that, yeah.
He definitely said Coach A. I heard it.
All right. Your next question. Who directed World War Z?
Oh,
I feel like. Creo que si vamos a múltiple lo puedo coger, pero no estoy completamente
sí,
seguro.
dale, porque igual me suena a mí también.
Yeah.
Multiple
Multiple
choice.
choice, please.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Mark Forrester, B, John Murphy, C, Edward Zwick, or D, Fede Alvarez.
Me suena un
La
poquitín
primera.
D.
D. Pues dale, D.
D, final answer.
D is incorrect. Beer's chance for a 1-point steal. Your options are A, Mark Forrester, B, John Murphy, C, Edward Zwick, or D, Fede Alvarez.
I think it's Mark Forrester. I can definitely. let it-
That was where my brain was going
It's
to.
definitely not Edward Zwick.
Okay, then it's Mark Forrester because my options
Mark
were
Forrester. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Sorry, this is me.
All right. Your penultimate question. Who stars as Karen in 2004's The Grudge?
Ni idea. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice, please.
Your multiple choice options are A, Allison Lohman, B, Sarah Michelle Gellar, C, Brittany Murphy, or D, Jenna Malone.
Solo conozco un nombre de esos cuatro.
Yo también vamos con esa porque creo que es la misma. Estás pensando B, ¿no?
Sí, no sé.
Vamos con B.
Es la única que conozco.
Vamos con B. B, final answer.
B is correct for 1 point. And your final question. What is the profession of Brendan Gleeson's character in Lake Placid?
No la he visto.
Yo tampoco. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, butcher, B, sheriff, C, miner, or D, construction worker.
Estoy pensando B, pero no.
B,
la
sí.
segunda.
B. La verdad es que todas menos minero me suenan bien todas. Pero
Vale.
¿quieres ir B?
Four.
Yo digo B, pero
B.
B
Final
final
answer.
answer.
B is correct for 1 point.
Woo.
All right,
All
so
right,
if I did
so-
my scores, I have them tied at 10.
That is what
Hey,
I have
alright,
as
we're
well.
tied.
Working
No
their way
chaos.
through it as best as they can, I assume. So we will bring
Now
up
round
the
3,
wheel.
right? Oh.
We'll bring back in the manager for your Milwaukee Beers for their first spin. And it is a free respin.
All right.
And you
Gosh
land
darn it.
on Spinner's Choice. Would you like
It's your time
see-
to shine, Will. It's your time to shine, buddy. Let's go.
I believe we would like to take Sandra Bullock rom-coms.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna hang out.
I'm shocked that that is the decision being made here. But alas, we will go to your questions in the category of Sandra Bullock rom-coms, which will be read by me. Your first question. How long have Frank and Roz been dating in 2 If by Sea?
I'm between 2 different time increments.
Why don't you
When was
just
the last
do
time
like-
you saw this?
when I played you? So
Multiple
Well,
choice,
yeah.
please.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, 3 years, B, 5 years, C, 7 years, or D, 9 years.
either one of those, what you were thinking?
I'm thinking beers on this one.
Yeah, whatever you like.
3 years, final answer.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Roja 5 for the 1 point steal. Is it A, 3 years, B, 5 years, C, 7 years, or D, 9 years?
I think it's 7.
Go ahead.
7 years final answer.
It is also incorrect, looking for 9 years.
Okay.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Okay.
That's why she's so angry.
Your second question. Who plays Madame Ruth in Love Potion number 9?
Oh, and Bancroft.
And Bancroft.
And Bancroft, final
Bancroft, yeah.
That is correct for 2 points.
I knew that one too.
In 2 weeks' notice, Lucy walks in on June and George playing a strip version of what game?
Chess. Chess, final answer.
That's correct for 2 points.
I'm gonna mute my phone for a second.
All right. Number 4. In Forces of Nature, what city is Ben's wedding to Bridget in?
What city?
Is it Atlanta? It's south, right? Because he's going south.
Uh-huh. I'm
You can do multiple if you have to.
let's do multiple to be on the safe side.
All right. Multiple choice options are A, Atlanta, B, New Orleans, C, Orlando, or D, Savannah.
Mm. Do you trust me on this one?
Yeah, this is you.
Savannah, final answer.
Darn it.
That is correct for 1 point.
Well, I put you in the right state. That's good. We got you in the same state.
And
I knew that for 2, but I should have gone with
And
it.
your final question.
Sorry.
In Miss Congeniality, what is the name of the terrorist that Gracie is originally searching for? And we're looking for like the moniker or the alias, not their real name.
Mhm. I'll know this on multiple for sure.
All right, yeah, go for it.
Multiple, please.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, the foreigner, B, the player, C, the citizen, or D, the patriot.
I believe it's the citizen.
That sounds right to me. Yeah.
The citizen, final answer.
And that is correct for 1 more point. So at the end of your Milwaukee Bears turn, I have them at 16. La Roja 5 at 10. Is that what you have, Bill?
That's what I have.
Not bad.
All right, then we're going to get into round number 3. Round number 3 is going to work like this. We will have 8 different categories. Our competitors will get to choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point questions. The categories they can choose from today are horror, comic book movies, action adventure, biopics, directors, mystery thrillers, family, and the 2010s. So we will let our competitors pick what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4. We will be right back. All right, we are back. Our competitors have had the chance to choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point questions. The Beers have chosen their 1 in action adventure, their 2 in family, their 3 in horror, and their 4 in comic book movies. Whereas La Roja 5 has chosen their 1 in 2010s, their 2 in action adventure, their 3 in comic book movies, and their 4 in family films. We will ask questions until either one team has been mathematically eliminated or all 8 questions have been asked. We will start with La Roja 5 as they are behind, and I will ask the questions as Bill asks you your questions in round 2. So we start with Javi with a 1-pointer in the 2010s. Javi, are you ready?
Probably.
All right, your question is, what is the subtitle to the 2010s sequel to Wall Street? Five, 4, 3,
The
2,
Color of Money.
1. That is incorrect. Looking for Money Never Sleeps. Money Never Sleeps.
Sorry.
So we now go to David for the 2-pointer in action adventure. Reese Witherspoon, Chris Pine, and Tom Hardy all star in what 2010s action comedy? Five, 4, 3, 2,
I don't know.
1. Unfortunately, we were looking for This Means War. This Means War was the answer. So we are in a
Seen that one.
situation where both La Roja 5 will have to hit both their 3 and 4 in order to avoid the TKO. So we will go to your 3 in comic book movies. And your question is, Martin Sheen's character Jason Wynn is the director of what law enforcement agency in Spawn?
Is this the CIA?
Maybe it's CIA or FBI. I have seen this one. It was so long ago.
4.
Let's use a repeat. Repeat.
Repeat the question, please.
All right, you got 1 left. Martin Sheen's character, Jason Wynn, is the director of what law enforcement agency in Spawn?
I remember the start of the movie when he gets killed. What does he work for? Have you seen the movie?
I have not.
Okay, so CIA was yes.
Sure.
2.
FBI, final answer.
And your winner by way of technical knockout, it is your Milwaukee Bears who were looking for the CIA.
Sorry.
So
That's all
with
good.
that being said, we will get into our post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate place finishers, La Roja 5. Guys, the wheel was not your friend today. The
No.
wheel did not cooperate with you. But still, it was very clear, I think, to everyone here that you did far better in round 1 than you were expecting to. You kept pace, which is all you really hope for. And then I think just the question, round 2, the wheel didn't really go your way and went very much their way. In round 3, you didn't get the questions you were hoping for, but still a solid debut match. Thoughts on everything you just did?
Hey, it was definitely the wheel. That was, I mean, it was clearly the wheel. That's why we lost.
Yeah.
That's 100%.
If the wheel goes any slightly less favorable for them, we would have crushed them.
Yeah.
Just there's no chance of in heck. Unbelievable luck by them.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, I put in way too much work on Sandra Bullock rom-coms only for me to not get the one question that we got in that.
I didn't put any work at all. So and the comic book movies, that was my job. Well,
that's all good. We did fine, probably.
Yeah. I got 3 points, which is more than I usually get, and Javi got 4. And
we got to speak a little Spanish. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's so nice. I guess my only regret is this: I should have gone for 4 in Car Crash. That's
that's true.
Yeah, absolutely. So unfortunately, with this loss, that does put you 0-1. But I'm sure we will see you back if you want to be back. If you do want to be back, are there any teams out there that you might want to play? Reminder, you are 0-1, and if you say Ginyu Force, I will immediately remove you from this call.
I think honestly, Waterloo 2 would be really fun. Like I know they're 500, so they're not like they're slightly better than us right now, but I think we will beat the crap out of them probably. No, Jack's great at
that's Adelaide's team,
melee,
right?
and that's Adelaide's team.
We will put quotes on the wheel so Adelaide can give it to us.
Quotes isn't a thing anymore.
Quotes is not
It's not a thing anymore.
Well, then I'm not beating Adelaide.
Well, then with that sentiment, we will say farewell to La Roja 5, and we'll bring in today's winners. Your Milwaukee Beers. They love Andrew James Barr.
We dedicated that whole match to him, and I hope he's proud of us as his two father family that he's part of.
I will say he just turned his camera on backstage and looks very disapproving of this entire thing. But you guys pulled out a win. As I said to the other team, the inverse goes for you. The wheel very much seems to like you guys. Luck certainly in your favor, but also still playing a very solid game, not having to answer any questions in the third round. Thoughts on your match?
So I want to start first because I didn't actually talk at all in the promo. But this is the reason why I never take anything for granted. I know generally speaking how how both our opponents usually do in more general movie stuff outside of the geek realm. But I also know that whenever we've taken them for, we've taken things as an easy win, we've often been fooled and or gotten our asses handed to us. And so we still put in all the studying in the world. I actually put more studying into Bond than I did Sandra Bullock, which is why I only pulled so many this time. That's not going to happen again. But I think John and I have proven why we are a team. We work extremely well together. We know how to, boost each other up when we need to, and it worked out for us absolutely for this. So, good job, John.
Thank you,
and thank you for Melissa for stepping in as manager. She's great.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I did much, but you guys
we're
did
gonna say you were lucky, and we're gonna bring you back every time now. That's how. So play your schedule. You're the manager. I honestly, like David, but I got to give Javi props for dressing up for that curb stomping. We appreciate that. That's very nice of you.
So to get this back on the rails, and I can't believe I just had to say that sentence, you guys are now 1-0. We will be seeing you again.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts on the horizon and who you would like to face within reason?
Reminder, if you do say Ginyu Force as your next match, you will be removed immediately and we will end the match.
Yeah, we'll get there. I don't know. Who's like a 1-0 team? I don't know. Who you want to play, Will? You have any idea?
I don't know who is. I don't know who is still going. I don't know who is. Who is retired in this league.
Whatever other
I don't know who's
team
new.
goes 1-0, we want them. We'll take that.
We just want to have fun, and whoever we get paired up against, we're going to make sure that they have fun.
When you say that Chris Diaz grants wishes to people, don't say that. Don't say you just want to have fun.
I mean, we don't speak his name because if we say it 3 times, he appears, and we don't want that.
All right, I think we'll cut you off there. Great match, everyone. We will say goodbye to you. We'll put you backstage. Bill, final thoughts on the match that we just saw.
I didn't know Chris Diaz had a Beetlejuice curse. So, but other than that, honestly, I know what Roja is probably going to be a little hard on themselves, and they shouldn't be. They kept it super close. They got saddled with a category that is not their strength, but they made their way through it as best they could. And I mean, they fought to the end. That's all you can ever ask for. So, and Beer is showing to be a pretty good team. So we should see where they go from here.
Absolutely, as every longtime competitor in Melee knows, and as unfortunately La Roja 5 learned immediately in their first match, the wheel giveth and the wheel punch you in the face.
Oh, that wheel's a dirty whore. I won't even tell you how many times that thing is.
With that being said, we will wrap this up. So on behalf of Bill Carriola, Will Cohen, John Marr, Melissa Woody, Javi Madden, and David Garcia, I have been Cameron Holzman. This has been Multiplex Movie Melee. Thank you all for watching. Have a great whatever time of day it is that you are watching this match. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Later. I'll be right here.
After you, Junior.
You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll wait?
It would take a miracle.
Bye-bye.